Roy Jones Jr. didn't hesitate when asked if Conor Benn has the power to KO Chris Eubank Jr. Roy Jones Jr. once worked closely with Chris Eubank Jr. and has now broken down his chances against Conor Benn. Eubank Jr. is not recognized as a power puncher, though he has stopped 25 of the 34 men he has beaten. Most notably, in the last year he has stopped former middleweight world champion Liam Smith to reverse a knockout loss in their first fight, and then backed it up with a TKO win over Kamil Saramita last October. Benn meanwhile has had a total of 23 fights and has won 23 of them, with 14 victories coming viaduct stoppage. His last 2 outings were in the USA and both fights went the distance and ended on points. He goes into this fight with his longtime British rival as the much smaller man who is having to come up 2 weights for fight night. Eubank Jr. will however be slightly hampered by the fact that he will be limited to putting on just 10 pounds until the morning of the fight on April 26. Speaking ahead of that, Jones Jr., who has previously trained Eubank, told TalkSport that he is leaning towards his former fighter, but all it takes is one punch from Benn to end the show, even despite coming up in weight. I think Eubank is definitely the bigger guy, the more experienced guy, but you can never take Benn's one-punch ability away from him. If Benn lands just one, then who knows what might happen. I like Eubank, but Benn is coming from 140. The fight is splitting opinions, with ex and current pros all finding it hard to pick between Eubank's size and experience at the world level and Benn's self-belief, youth on aggression.